Hey guys, I'm here with the famous AngryJoe. He hasn't been angry yet today.
What we've seen has been pretty exciting. It's made me happy, Joe. At least temporarily, obviously.
Yeah,
we'll have to see.
I've actually seen your videos. Like, you seem very happy about Warhammer.
Huge, because Warhammer is a huge part of my childhood. So I could admit I'm a little bit of a fanboy of the Warhammer stuff. And before Sega even announced that they got the rights for it and Creative Assembly is they're doing the games, I was like, man, you know, it would do a perfect strategy game with Warhammer. It'd be Creative Assembly. Total War should just, reskin their units and all this stuff. And lo and behold, here we are, and Total War is Creative Assembly now has that license, so I think it's cool.
That's epic. What would you say like the biggest strengths of Total War Warhammer would be versus the game like Total War Rome 2?
Well, I'd have to say that it's the license, because this license allows these people who have had to, tailor back, keep it realistic, have the correct fifes and drums and all this stuff, to just go freaking crazy with their units. You got spiders impaling people, you got trolls biting people's heads off and throwing them, or that's giants. I've seen the trolls take up people and just slam it. It's no holds barred. It's just extreme brutal carnage. And so to see the Total War games go in this insane carnage style, it's pretty cool. So that's its greatest strength for me, and plus the license.
The license. Is there anything that you're angry about, would you say?
Let's see. I don't know, because they're being very cagey with what they can talk about with now. They're being very careful in what they say to me, but I'm really concerned about unit customization, because that's a huge thing in Warhammer, like painting your armies. There needs to be an army painter. There needs to be like renaming units and stuff. Now, of course, there's going to be units that are important to the lore they won't let you rename, but I like customization, so I want to see a lot of that stuff. But because we haven't really seen a whole lot yet, there's really not much for me to comment on. We did the hard battle, and I almost lost, but it was because I was too busy looking at the animations, right?
Of course.
So I hope the difficulty's there, and I hope the AI is good. That's my main concern, the AI.
That's epic. And one last question. In a lot of your videos, you wear all these like funky looking costumes, like a Shogun. What are you gonna do for Warhammer? Anything?
Yeah, we're gonna do something. Yeah, that's gonna be crazy, because it's not like those really nice orc costumes are readily available. I have to search on eBay or the internet to see if I can come up with something, but we're gonna have some crazy costumes for Warhammer.
Can't wait to see it. Well, thanks a lot.
Yeah, definitely. It was
awesome.
Nice talking with you, man.
Nice talking to you, man. Thank you. Hey guys, here with Oakley, aka THFE Productions, and what's up?
Yeah, so I rolled in here, and all of a sudden I start unpacking my boxes, and people's jaws dropped. Like, is that $300-400 worth of little painted fantasy figures? So yeah, I decided to splurge a little bit, and we got these nice models here. We can take some up to the camera.
Do it.
We'll show these off probably later, but we got some signatures for everyone, so it's cool. So we got to see these, and we can't quite show you the footage, but basically...
I signed this one. This one's the best. AngryJoe troll right here.
What'd you write in yours?
It's a secret.
It's a secret.
Wait and see.
Oh, wait, Heir. I think Heir wrote one too.
Yeah, which troll did you claim?
Yeah, which one did you get?
One of these trolls. Internet troll, I guess.
Internet troll.
Keep on trolling people.
And then I think Prince himself claimed the tank. What did you write to this one?
Oh, yeah. Is it the right way? Yeah.
I think so.
Whoever gets it, you can write it somewhere on the forum and troll me if you want. There you go. And what are you gonna do with these?
Oh yeah, we were gonna do a community giveaway. Probably pick and choose which ones we want to give away. So we'll share the love. Yeah, and then this one probably the top prize will probably be some of these or some of the giants. So yeah, it'll be super cool. And actually, we just played a little gameplay. I'm not sure we can show you guys that, but we saw these guys in action. We saw the spiders. No steam tank yet, but dwarves. So yeah, hopefully we'll be able to give some of these to you, and you can play around with some of the cannons, the giant figures. So yeah.
Epic. Well, thanks a lot. Very generous of you to give to the community.
Yeah, it'll be awesome. Got to nerd out a little bit.
Heck yeah. All right, guys. I'm here with THFE Productions. We'll just call him Julian here, because that's what he likes.
What's up, guys?
How's it going? So we recently hung out in San Francisco, getting to try out Total War Warhammer. And yeah, Julian, I got to meet you again.
Yeah, it's starting to become a recurring effect. HeirofCarthage was there. We had some people from, I think the press was there before us, so we didn't get to interact with those guys. But then there was also AngryJoe plus other Joe who were there. That was cool to see them in real life and interact with them. So a whole bunch of different people were there. Some developers were there. I think it was Scott and Rich were the two developers, and then Joey was also there as well, kind of just hosting the event.
Yeah, Joey was awesome. That was my first time getting to meet her in person. Like I've seen her on streams. She was really cool. But,
yeah, overall, it was a totally sick experience. So I showed up not as late as I did last time, if you recall. Last time I showed up in the last hour. Here I showed up, 5-10 minutes late, and I walk in the room, and they're already there on their computers getting started. So yeah, they just had us playable demo, I think, for the ambush at the Thundering Falls type gameplay. You went and you did hard mode, right? First thing?
Yeah, I went with a very hard mode. But that's just what I am. Apparently they add an extra giant to that level, apparently, or something.
Do they?
Yeah, so I tried it twice, and I failed both times. First time I tried just walking towards them. I think you watched the first time I tried it.
Yep.
I effed that up hardcore. Second time, I was a bit more successful. I killed a lot more of them, but in the end I ultimately failed in the second battle. But I did a lot better by defending my position against the ambush.
Yeah.
And then you tried it a few times?
Yeah, they just let us try it over and over and over again until we were sick of it, which took a while. We did it many iterations. But yeah, so I tried it after after Alex, so I got to learn from his mistakes. And basically what you have in front of you is it's underground ambush battle. It's also scenario, so I'm not quite sure if this is the same as how typical ambushes will work out. We'll have to wait and see. But you're in a cave, nice, big, sprawling cave. It's actually relatively flat, high, sort of archways and, stalactite-ridden ceiling above you, with good visibility, good lighting, all that stuff. So that was cool. It's like an actual playable underground, but it still feels like it's underground. So you have your deployment zone, then the enemy is deployed opposite you, but then they also have two flanking positions, right and left, and then also behind you as part of the ambush. So at first you don't actually know that they're going to be coming behind you. I think I totally missed that when I first tried it. So I was like, alright, I'm going to aim all my guns forward. You're given cannons, organ guns, flame cannon, then you're given the Iron Drake. Then you have your heroes, you have your dwarf warriors, you have thunderers, you have coilers. Everything is just boom. It's like World War I, and you're just waiting for the enemy to rush your lines, and then you unleash on them. It was the most satisfying thing ever. It was really cool. They just swarm at you from everywhere. But like I said, my first try, I didn't get the guys behind you, and all of a sudden I start hearing dwarfs grunting. I'm like, what the hell is that? And there's these giants swatting at me, and yeah, they unleashed hordes behind you too, which was pretty cool.
That was epic, and they also let us use a new unit that was new to Total War. That was the flying unit. What do they call the Gyrocopters or something?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're actually kind of hard to use, but and then when you did get them to work, it was pretty epic. But it added a new dimension to Total War.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. They came in later in the battle together. It was a late type of thing, okay, you survived this long, here's some reinforcements, and some gyrocopters show up on the field, and they're pretty cool. I think they just hover on the flying plane up here at a certain level, and it was pretty seamless. It seemed Total War. They seemed like a Total War unit. I was wondering how aerial combat's going to work, what the height is. Is it variable? Are they going to be constantly moving around? The helicopter was there, stationary. It was oh, this is pretty normal. I'm already used to it. You pick it up super quick, and then you just send it on bombing runs, and it runs around super quick. It shoots with its not a machine gun, but a little cannon. It can shoot at people, and then it's straight out of something like Indiana Jones. Where you have the goblins were shooting arrows up at the helicopter.
That was awesome.
Yeah, so you could press insert on the unit, and you're in close to the cockpit, and you could look down, and all these arrows were whizzing past you. It was really sweet.
I actually missed that part. I should have tried it.
Yeah, I tried out the insert stuff.
Man,
yeah, when they first came in, I was like dun da da da. Dun, 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 da, da, da. It was the Flight of the Valkyries assault.
Oh yeah, for Apocalypse Now. Freaking epic.
Yeah, because you could drop bomb with the gyrocopters. Actually, it's one of their active abilities that you can do. So you fly them over, you click the drop bomb ability, and then each of them drops, opens the bomb bay doors, and they drop these little bombs on you from below. So all the units were super cool. I really liked it. First impressions, it was pretty awesome.
It was freaking epic. What was your favorite unit that you got to use in the battle?
Oh, that's a tough one. There's a lot of good ones, and that's pretty. It was hard to choose. I like Thorgrim Grudgebear just because he was so ridiculous. Like, you remember him, the guy sitting up on his chair carried by other dwarves, and they're like walking into combat. They're like, "Whoa, not too close, not too."
They have like one
And then,
dwarf
you know,
per
he's
leg.
just up top, whack, whack, whack. And the guys on the bottom are just like, "Oh god."
Oh gosh. I have to agree with you. I think Thorgrim, the High King, or what? Yeah, he was definitely my favorite. Like just.
Oh yeah, you send him to attack, and there's a giant chair moving around the battlefield. It's so ridiculous.
You got one little dwarf holding each little end up, and you just see him like rolling around. It's pretty over the top and ridiculous, and I loved it.
Yeah. And that was definitely something that stuck out in the video. It's just everything is kind of over the top. The charge mechanics, you have guys like jumping and like swatting at each other, and like the orcs kind of like run like gorillas type of stuff. It was sweet. The spider, when that son of a bitch came in, it was so powerful. It was they would just like eat up some dwarves and stuff.
Giant spider. Yeah, I was like, I couldn't bring that thing down. I sent everything I had at it, and I was just killing everybody. The giant trolls were pretty epic too. It's like slashing. Like it was one thing to read about and see screenshots, but to see it in action and zoom in, it was beautiful. It was like watching a movie.
Yeah, we would spend, like I said, we were given access to this scenario battle, and we could play it over and over again.
Mm-hmm.
And okay, we played it once, trying it, we failed. We played it a second time, we won. And then after that, like, I would dedicate a whole playthrough of just watching the giant. Okay, the next playthrough, we're just gonna watch the spider. I was like,
It was freaking gorgeous.
The crazy taxi made by Sega. It's a remote control car. There's even a battery inside. There's no remote though. I want to play with it, but no one has it.